Dorit Kemsley accomplished dream career move. Dorit Kemsley has taken on an exciting new career venture. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member recently spoke with Briefing on Bravo regarding her partnership with rhobh Homemade, which also included the Real Housewives of Atlanta's Cynthia Bailey and Top Chef's Nene Nguyen. This was the first time Cynthia and I got a chance to work together, and it was just as fantastic as I would have expected. Dorit shared during an exclusive chat about her experience. I've always been a big fan of rhobh Homemade, so that was just a seamless partnership. The LA mom added that having lived in Italy for many years, she was always hesitant about using Jord marinara sauce in the States. All that changed when she encountered rhobh. When I came across rhobh Homemade, I was like, oh my god, this has changed my life. Dorit exclaimed. Now it's a big shortcut for mommy in the kitchen, and it's the only jar sauce that I would actually use. For me, it's a dream, because if I'm gonna partner with somebody, I really want to have the passion for the product, and I do, Dorit added, so I can speak to it very easily. Dorit Kemsley describes her favorite dishes to make for her kids, Jagger and Phoenix. For Dorit, one of the best parts of using rhobh Homemade products is whipping up delicious healthy meals her kids love. I always have it stocked in the pantry, always. My kids love it. I love it, said Dorit, who shares a son, Jagger, and a daughter, Phoenix, with her estranged husband, Paul P.K. Kemsley. It makes life a lot easier. If they're in the mood for a simple pasta with marinara sauce and a little grated cheese, I'll do that, which is more often than not their choice. Dorit said of the dishes she likes to create for her little ones. What's nice is that my kids also like a vodka sauce. I also use to make a spicy sauce for PK and I because we love an arrabbiata. Ultimately, Dorit sticks with rhobh because of the whole process behind making the top quality sauce. They let it cook for hours, and it's a very true, traditional Italian homemade sauce, which I love, she said. Dorit Kemsley's fusilli with marinara recipe. To make one of Dorit's favorite dishes, all you need is 1 bag of rhobh homemade fusilli and 1 24 ounces jar rhobh homemade marinara sauce. Directions: prepare rhobh homemade fusilli pasta according to the package and set aside. Transfer the pasta to a serving dish. Pour the rhobh homemade marinara sauce over the pasta, coating evenly. Enjoy! Dorit Kemsley's dream career move, the rhobh Homemade partnership. Dorit Kemsley had always been known for her glamorous lifestyle, her chic sense of fashion, and her effortless elegance on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But behind the scenes, she was also a mother, a businesswoman, and, more recently, someone who was ready to explore a new chapter in her career, one that combined her passion for food, her love for family, and her entrepreneurial spirit. It wasn't just any partnership she was embarking on. It was with a brand that had become synonymous with high-quality, authentic Italian food, rhobh Homemade. The company was not just another brand to Dorit, it was a game-changer in her life, especially when it came to her role as a busy mom. In an exclusive interview with Briefing on Bravo, Dorit shared how the partnership came to life, her excitement about working with a brand she genuinely loved, and how this collaboration fit perfectly with her personal and professional goals. This was the first time Cynthia Bailey and I got a chance to work together, and it was just as fantastic as I would have expected, Dorit said, referring to her collaboration with the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey and Top Chef alum Nene Nguyen, who were also part of the rhobh campaign. I've always been a big fan of rhobh Homemade, so that was just a seamless partnership. From Italy to Beverly Hills. Dorit's culinary journey. Dorit's love for authentic Italian food wasn't just a passing infatuation. It had deep roots. The LA mom and reality star had lived in Italy for many years, and it was there that her appreciation for true Italian cuisine blossomed. She developed a sophisticated palate, one that valued fresh ingredients, long cooking processes, and the rich history behind every dish. As anyone who has spent time in Italy knows, food isn't just nourishment, it's an experience, a tradition passed down through generations. But when Dorit moved back to the United States, she found herself facing a dilemma that many others can relate to: the challenge of finding authentic Italian ingredients in an often overly commercialized market, especially when it came to one quintessential Italian staple, marinara sauce. For years, I was hesitant about using cured marinara sauce in the States, Dorit confessed. I had high standards. Living in Italy, I was spoiled by fresh, homemade sauces that simmered for hours. I didn't think any cured sauce could compare. That was until I came across rhobh homemade. The first time Dorit tried rhobh, she was floored by the taste. I was like, oh my God, this has changed my life, she exclaimed. The rich, flavorful marinara sauce tasted just as if it had been freshly made in an Italian kitchen. It wasn't just another product off the shelf, it was the real deal. For a busy mother like Dorit, this discovery was nothing short of revolutionary. As a working mom with a full plate, both literally and figuratively, rhobh homemade became her secret weapon in the kitchen. Now it's a big shortcut for mommy in the kitchen, and it's the only jar sauce that I would actually use, she admitted. The dream career move. When it came time for Dorit to choose a brand to partner with, it was an easy decision. For her, passion for the product was key. If I'm going to partner with somebody, I really want to have the passion for the product, and I do, she shared. It wasn't just about the business opportunity, it was about something she genuinely believed in and used in her own life. As part of the collaboration, Dorit had the chance to work alongside other strong women in the culinary space, including Cynthia Bailey and Ninin Nguyen. It was a collaboration that felt natural and, according to Dorit, completely aligned with her values. It's the kind of partnership where we really get to bring our personalities and our love for food to the table, she said. Being part of such an iconic brand like rhobh Homemade was a full-circle moment for Dorit. It represented a career milestone, one that blended her love for food, family, and personal fulfillment. While the world knew her as a reality star, this new venture allowed Dorit to step into a new role as a trusted voice in the food space. It wasn't just about the glam and the drama of reality TV. It was about authenticity, family, and the joy of sharing something meaningful with others. The family aspect, cooking for her kids. One of the greatest joys in Dorit's life was being able to create delicious and healthy meals for her two children, Jagger and Phoenix. Like many parents, Dorit wanted to provide her kids with meals that were not only tasty, but also nourishing and easy to prepare. rhobh Homemade gave her the opportunity to do both. Dorit shared that she always made sure to have rhobh products stocked in her pantry, ready to go when the hunger pangs struck. I always have it stocked in the pantry, always. My kids love it. I love it. Makes life a lot easier, she said, describing how rhobh Homemade became a staple in her household. Cooking for her children was one of the simple joys Dorit cherished most. If they're in the mood for a simple pasta with marinara sauce and a little grated cheese, I'll do that, which is more often than not their choice, she said. But Dorit's cooking didn't stop at the basics. She also loved experimenting with more complex dishes. My kids also like a vodka sauce, she shared, and I used to make a spicy sauce for PK and me because we love an arrabbiata. It was clear that Dorit wasn't just focused on feeding her family. She was about creating moments that bonded her to her children, moments that sparked conversation at the dinner table, and moments that allowed her to share her love of food. rhobh Homemade wasn't just a product, it was a tool for connection. Behind the brand, what makes rhobh Homemade special? The secret to rhobh Homemade success, according to Dorit, was in the authenticity and quality of the product. The whole process behind making the sauce is what I love, she said. They let it cook for hours, and it's a very true, traditional Italian homemade sauce, which I love. Unlike mass-produced sauces, rho's homemade stayed true to its roots by prioritizing quality ingredients and time-honored techniques.